Hello! In this tutorial, I'll show you how to make a Kindle sleeve using the Apache Tears stitch, which is a mosaic crochet pattern. For this project, I have chosen my cotton double knit in these beautiful colors. They make an awesome combination, and I'm using my 3.5mm hook. For this pattern, you will need to chain multiples of 6 plus 3 more chains at the end. For this specific pattern that I made, I chained 33. Next, we will single crochet in each chain, starting from the second one from the hook. At the end of each row, you'll need to fasten the yarn and cut the excess. Because this pattern needs to have a new row every time, so you will add a new color and you're going to be working from right to left. To add the new color, go to the first stitch. The new yarn needs to have a slip knot. Put it on the hook, pull through, make a slip stitch, and then in the same space you work as well a single crochet. And every row from now on, the first and the last stitch will be made, the single crochet will be made working through both of the loops. Everything in the middle needs to be worked in the back loop only. So you will go only in the back loop and make single crochets. So we worked one single crochet into each stitch, back loop only, and now in the last stitch we are going to go through both loops, and then fasten yarn, and now we start again from right side. So we go through the first stitch, we put the yarn on the hook, pull through, make a slip stitch, make also a single crochet in the same space, and this is row 3. Starting from this row, we will start to do the drop down double crochet. So that's why we worked in the back loop only, so that the front loop is available for us to do the double crochets in. So row 3 starts with the single crochet here in the same space that you started. Then we're gonna put yarn over once, go through the first front loop from the second stitch, and you work a double crochet. it will look nicer after a few rows. Yeah. Next, you work in the next available stitch in the back loop only. We'll do this for 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 6th stitch now will be a double crochet again, drop down, double crochet. And the next stitch will be this, so we'll go down and we'll see here the loop. This pattern works better with more flexible yarn like acrylic, but I like working with cotton, so I'm struggling a bit. So you now have the second one. So in between each drop down double crochets, you will have 5 stitches. And now again we continue with the next available stitch, back loop only, single crochet. And then you continue until the end of the row. You will finish your last stitches, and at the end you will go through both loops and fasten the yarn. Next row, join a new color, slip stitch, single crochet in the same place, and now we have the drop down double crochet. We are going to work a stitch, back loop only, in it, and this row is easy to understand that after each double crochet you will work another one. So after this one you make another one here, after this one you make another one. It's easy to follow even if you don't know the pattern very well. So I worked a single crochet here, now you do a double crochet and you work it in this will be the next stitch, and you go down one row and you work in the front loop of the previous stitch, just after the previous double crochet. It's like stairs, like steps. You can see it increasing. And now in the next available stitch you will start doing single crochets, again 5 between the double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be on top of the previous double crochet. And now you know that after this one you need to make another double crochet for this row, which will be in this stitch, in this front loop here. That's why I'm saying working with cotton yarn is a bit more complicated, because it's not very flexible, and if you work tight then it makes it even harder. And you continue this until the end of the row. So remember, 5 stitches, after 5 stitches you have a drop down double crochet, and again until the end of the row. After the last double crochet you just work the remaining single crochets until the end of the row. with the last one going through both loops. This is how the entire pattern looks with all the ends sticking out. To start a new row with this first double crochet, you will start every 6 rows. So you will have like this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and after the 6th one you will already know that you need to start again from the first double crochet. Hope that is easy to understand. If you have any questions, please comment, ask me on Instagram or here on YouTube. It's absolutely fine. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Now the next part is to make a back panel. For the back panel, I chose another purple color, darker this time, and I just made plain single crochets. I don't want to make the pattern too complicated, and I am going to sew 3 sides of it. Now I don't really want to weave in all of these ends, so I will just make very tight knots, and then I'm gonna sew over them, and it should be quite hidden and not visible at all. For this side with the mosaic crochet, you need to do 38 rows, and for this side has still 33 chains in the beginning, and you single crochet 42 rows. It goes more than this one just because this one gets a bit taller because of this, and I don't know, maybe it was worked a bit looser or something like that. Try it your way and see exactly. You can always measure it according to this one so they are the same size. After you finish sewing, turn it facing you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye.